Manchester United did not have the best of the starts to this season, both on and off the field. They were heavily criticised for the handling of Mason Greenwood, who has now left the club. And they somehow managed to win their first match, but were completely off colour against Tottenham Hotspur in the second match in the English Premier League. So is Manchester United a club in disarray? That's what we are going to discuss in this live. Hello and welcome to WION Sports Extra. I am Nikhil Mathur and I'm joined by my sports editor Digvay Singhdeo and my colleague Vibhu Kathuria. United ended the season with a lot of hope and ambition. Both on and off the field. There was this sale, which I don't know what has happened to it. The Mason Greenwood saga didn't, put the club in a good light. And on the field, they look like a completely disjointed club. Where do I begin with the problems at Old Trafford?
I have a problem with the statement again, because when the season started, three of us were standing here a couple of weeks ago and talking about how things are much more improved at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Gary Neville has a history of taking on the United leadership, which is basically the leader. He doesn't get along with them, it's very obvious. I am trying to fathom how is suddenly that translating. You are questioning performances on the pitch, but Eric Ten Hag is the man in charge. We all thought that he did a fabulous job. He's got a new player, he's trying to fashion his own way, and I'm not praising United. I'm a Liverpool man. But just, it seems very absurd for me at the moment. The situation with Mason Greenwood, could it have been handled better? Not sure, because again, we don't know the actual facts of it. He was accused on social media of a lot of things, of assault. I think there was sexual assault there as well.
He was accused in court.
And that sort of got pulled back. You'll be able to share more details than what I know. But then what United said is there were many more things which their internal investigation unearthed, which are not in the public domain. So clearly there, till we have access to that information, how can we sort of pull the club up? So, okay, again, what we've been hearing is only leaks. Has the club said at any point we wanted Greenwood to stay? No. Richard Arnold was supposed to take the final call. He was the club's CEO. But at no point did the club come out and say that he's going to come back. They said we are still going to in that consultation. So I'm trying to figure out what's gone wrong. Why? Where has United gone wrong? Should they have told? If they had told Greenwood that no, you leave, he could have gone to court, right, and filed a case. If he's innocent, right, until proven guilty. And technically he's been cleared, right?
Yeah, charges have been dropped. In court.
Well, charges were dropped.
Yeah. So basically, the problem with the United fans, basically, the CEO, there was this decision that was ready that they will take back Mason Greenwood, but that information.
No, but where? My point
the
is
internal communication. The internal in the statement that United released, they accepted it that they wanted Greenwood back and they were heading in that direction, but it came out on social media and there was massive outrage. So then they did a U-turn.
Fair enough. What is this? Is he guilty or is he not guilty?
No, but the club is not passing that judgment. That
No, but
judgment has not been-
if that's where and that's my argument. If he is not guilty, or if there has been a situation which has been resolved amicably, and the complainant has taken the thing back and now he's with the complainant again and they have a child now. Okay? So there's obviously been some sort of approachment over there. So it comes down to is he guilty or not? Is he guilty or not? What do you think?
As Vidur said, in the eyes of court, because the charges were dropped, so there was no case. So
Yeah, charges were dropped in the case of Ben Stokes. Afraid.
Yeah,
Remember?
that was a different case.
No, he almost beat that man to death. And he's today the biggest hero in English cricket. So redemption is a key. The guy is 21. He's made a mistake. Obviously he's made a mistake and he's apologized for it. He's made a
He
serious
has
mistake.
admitted that mistakes were made and he takes responsibility.
Yes.
This is his quote. And Manchester United, and the statement says they have mutually agreed to part ways.
No,
Whatever
and
the case
United
may be.
will
But-
find him a club. So
Yeah.
it's only United are washing their hands of him. They're not cancelling his contract.
Yeah.
He's getting paid. He's got paid
No,
all through.
I think what Gary Neville says, Digit is right, he usually does take on board when he feels like Manchester
And for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. So what he believes, Gary Neville believes that there was no way that Greenwood would have played for Manchester United. Whether that decision was made by the club, if the club took an initial decision to take him back, there would have been outrage anyway if that decision would have been made. And that we have seen there have been multiple supporters groups who have protested where there was a leak or reports that he would come back. So, and it would have been absolutely terrible for club like Manchester United. It would have been a PR disaster. Now, whether he was guilty or
but that's
not,
where I have a problem. Is he guilty or not?
We cannot say that.
But clearly the club, the club has not. The club has clearly done an investigation on the basis of which they have thought, okay, I think it's fine to get him back. The decision cannot be made if there has to be some sort of, the scales have to be tilted somewhat in his favor for them to even consider that decision. Even we know that United are not that batty, that Mason Greenwood is 100% guilty and they're going to get him back in 30s. There have been some circumstances which we are not aware.
No, well, circumstances are not. Firstly, let's go back to the initial sort of photos and images that came online. I think that is the basis of the entire investigation that Manchester United have done. The audios and videos that came out, and their whole investigation has been based on that. And remember, this mistakes that Greenwood is referring to those what happened. Obviously, that he was accused of attempted rape and a case did begin. Obviously, the charges were there. Whatever personal life Greenwood has with his partner, obviously he's reportedly with her and they have had a baby. I mean, that has got nothing to do with the case. But
that's a factor for the case being withdrawn.
Yeah. But I mean, Manchester United are not a legal entity, so they are not working in that direction. So I'm saying that those videos and audios were sort of spoke for themselves, and I think that Manchester United made a decision saying that they cannot have a player on their squad who has serious accusations against him, and where he himself has admitted that he did sort of do something.
But again, I come back to this. I'll be going on in circles. But before they took this call yesterday, as you're saying, there was an internal communication saying, let's get him back.
Yeah. And
So
there was
what's
a major backlash. That's what changed.
So, are you then questioning the club stand or their stand post the backlash? So is it the Glazers' call? No, it's not the Glazers' call. It's the people who run the club. It's their call.
No, so
Richard Arnold's got it wrong.
Definitely I got it wrong. And see, I believe you said redemption. I believe in reformation. I believe that everyone should be reformed, should be given a chance. But the problem is, everyone saw the pictures. It looked like that he did hit his partner, and those pictures were really bad. But the problem is, you cannot start from where you left. You had done something which is not right. Let's agree to this.
Yeah.
What he did was wrong.
No one is saying that what happened
by
was right.
reinstating him in the squad, you are giving him the same platform. How is someone who has done a violent, let's say not crime, violent act can be reinstated again in the same position?
I'll tell you why. Because you commit a crime, you pay the price, you go to jail. Okay. Ben Stokes spent some time in jail. Okay. There are many who are still in jail. I mean, Adam Johnson spent time in jail. The grooming. I think some players who are still not named, we know who they are, who haven't played for the Premier League again. But in this case, will he sort of, if there is no resolution in a court of law, if he is exonerated, technically the charges were dropped, right? Same thing happened with Ryan Giggs.
Yeah.
Let's compare this to the Ryan Giggs case. Same thing happened in the case of Ryan Giggs.
And he wasn't taken back as well as manager.
They decided not to. But in this case with him, where is the problem? Is it because of the public backlash? The young man has every right to continue his career.
Which Manchester United?
So why not at United?
The thing is that
My
I
point
agree
is,
with the point that you're making.
If I'm
is
guilty
that you
and
have
I
to
have a
respect
problem,
the letter of the law. You have
if
to
I am
respect
guilty of a crime in this country and WION takes action against me simply on the basis that I have been found guilty by a court, I've been convicted. But if I have not been convicted and there was whatever happened, it was resolved one way or the other, is it still my fault? Should I still pay the price for something that's been resolved? What you were saying about reformation.
Yeah, but Greenwood obviously has, as I said before, it's a mutual decision that has been made. Greenwood is not taking Manchester United to court. So obviously there has been a resolution that has been reached between Manchester United and Greenwood and Manchester United feel like they still have a responsibility towards Greenwood, and that's why they will help him find a new club. Obviously, there are a lot of complexities which, as you said, we might not be aware of this case, but we keep coming back to the same thing as Nikhil mentioned. The evidence that was there, it was damning, and I think Manchester United ultimately took a call that this is not just any club; it is Manchester United,
And they have to take care of the public conscience. Because
it's arguably the biggest club in the world, and for them to sort of recall a player.
No, this is where I have a problem. If they were so conscious of their image, then that first mail should not have gone.
exactly, I agree, completely agree. That
That is what
should
we're
have
talking
been.
with mishandling of
They should have
which has
consulted
happened.
the parties, whatever.
But that's why I'm coming back to what my side. I'm not trying to take a side here. My side here is you evaluated the situation and you decided. The leadership team took a call. We work in a news channel. We take a call on a story. We brainstorm over it. 10 people, senior people talk about it, and we take a call. Once we've taken a call, we've got to stick to that call.
I agree.
And here, in this case, I feel they've taken a call and then they've thrown him under the bus. That's my problem. Because, I mean, for us here in media, you take a call, it's a bad call, okay, it reflects badly on you, but you stick by that call. You can't suddenly change track, right? You can't put a story out and then the next day change it. No, this is exactly what this is where I think the mishandling has happened. If you thought in the first case that, okay, it's okay for him to come back, you should have stuck to that call. By doing what they did yesterday, that is disrespectful.
The application of that decision would have been enormous, and they thought that they couldn't contain it. So I think that's why they did a U-turn, and that's what I think about it. Otherwise, Mason Greenwood, to be honest, Mason Greenwood is one of, like, when during his Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's tenure, he said that he's one of the best finishers that United has ever seen.
Yeah, well, all that is
Now,
inconsequential.
now we have parted ways.
Let's.
No comments, I'm surprised, no comments. Please,
Well,
by
it's
the
a
way,
controversial.
Manchester United, are they a club in disarray? 80% say yes. Who's in bigger disarray, Man United or Liverpool?
I think Manchester United as of well, it's only been a couple of games this season. Let's go back to last season.
Yeah.
Manchester United lost the first two games, and obviously they turned it around. But this is, we're talking about the larger picture and how the club is being run at the moment, how the management is functioning, where obviously there are concerns. As Nikhil mentioned, the sale hasn't happened till now. On the pitch also, question marks will be raised.
And on the field, I thought the club that was in disarray was Wolves. They didn't have a man, like they had a manager, like 5 days ago they hired a manager, they had the captain sold, the striker sold, and yet they came to Old Trafford and had 25 shots on goal. That's a record since 2005. United somehow got lucky.
The same United lost 7-0 to Liverpool and made the championship.
And then Tottenham Hotspur again. Okay.
See, United are poor travellers. Let's be very honest. Last time also they were poor travellers last time.
Yeah.
Okay, at home they're very good.
Okay, so I think this will certainly be a contentious topic, and I'm sure people will have.
I just think that they threw him under the bus last time. Once you've taken a call, stick to that call and then take whatever comes your way.
Yeah.
Liverpool took a conscious call irrespective of what happened that they would back Luis Suarez. And it backfired very badly.
And it
But
wasn't
they
the right
stood,
call.
but they stood by him.
What's the point of standing by something when you know it's
when you're
not
in a
right?
team, you've taken a call, you've got to stand with your team.
Ah.
Okay, why is it that when a penalty, again, I'm not equating a football match to a violent assault, but when somebody misses a penalty, the entire team comes together, right? That's the essence of team sport. This is not individual sport. And this is where they let him down.
I don't quite agree with that, but let's leave it there.
No, that's nice strategy.
Yeah, of course.
Opposing viewpoints.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's happening at 6:30 because I got to rush.
Yeah.
Let's begin with athletics then.
Oh.
100-meter Jamaican.
No, the Jamaican domination is over. I mean, we thought it was happening with the men and the women were keeping it going because remember last time you had Shelley and Fraser Price, Sherika Jackson, Elaine Thompson era. Olympics, similar kind of situation. But now the women's citadel has been breached. But we all knew that Sha'Carri Richardson was very, very talented. She was sort of very mercurial. The other issues sort of Mario Balotelli type, which was sort of affecting her. But she's put all of it aside. What a run. You run on 9. I think that was the best thing that happened to her was that she ran on lane 9 because the attention was focused on 4. Sherika Jackson, world leader, 10.65. Shelley and Fraser Price in lane 5. And they didn't realize when they were coasting and racing over the line that here she was on the outside lane swinging through.
Yeah.
And what a performance. And Noah Lyles winning the men's. So the men's 100
And
both held by Americans for the first time since 17. Remember the late Tory Bobby passed away?
Yeah.
And Justin Gatlin who beat Bolt in his final race.
Yes.
That's there. Arsenal have won.
Yeah. Yes. 10 men Arsenal have won. So that's
Lots of
2
10 men
wins.
victories. Huh?
Yes.
Liverpool
we saw
winning
that.
10.
Yes. And West Ham also won against Chelsea. But good mature performance by Arsenal. We'll talk about that red card as well. Tomiyasu was sent out. Somewhat harsh. Arteta had a few words about that. If you take a look at
Star speed.
Bulletin. And Nikhil, what else? Spain, the champions.
Forgetting somebody else.
Of course, the big
boy.
the big boy, 18-year-old. He's challenging the king, world number 1 Magnus Carlsen.
But it takes a prodigy to beat a prodigy.
Yeah.
So the Magnus came up the similar way, 13, 14, going up. And that's what Pragnananda, from 10 he's been sort of tipped for greatness.
And it's a beginning of a new dawn. I think the pattern has been passed from Vishwanathan Anand to this young kids, if I may call them. And Pragnananda will take on Magnus Carlsen today. We have an entire report where we look at Pragnananda's journey and also his support system, his mother. Just like Vishwanathan Anand, who had his late mother by his side during big tournaments, Pragnananda's mother is also there. And so we'll have that. And Spain are back, the world champions.
Landed. Yeah, they have
Big
landed
party,
their
a big party kicking off in
back
Madrid.
home. Big party in Madrid. They of course met the active Prime Minister, and of course another sort of issue that has dominated headlines over the last couple of days. Luis Rubiales, the Spanish Football Association, he apologized for
Should have.
his case.
But he should still resign.
Yeah.
He needs to resign.
And there have been calls for him to resign. So we'll be taking a look at that and much more at our show at 6:30 p.m. IST. See you there.
Okay, bye.